get paid if you're involved in an auto accident? Does everybody get coverage? Doesn't everybody get paid from a car accident? My name is Reyes, and I'm a personal injury attorney here in Tampa, Florida. I'm here to tell you that no, that's not the case. A lot of people have this misconception that everybody's going to get paid because the commercials make it sound like they're throwing money out, that they're like, get 10,000, 100,000, 1 million, whatever the case is. It all relates to your injury. It all relates to your injuries. If your injuries are small and the damage is small, of course the compensation for your injuries and damages and pain are also small. If the injuries are larger, depending on the other side's insurance company, that can also be more substantial. If that person has a higher insurance policy and they have assets or whatever the case is, and you're injured, well, that can relate to the injuries, to the compensation that you'll get. And it's not compensation because compensation relates to work. It's not work, it's recovery, putting you back in a position that you were prior to the accident. And the reason why it sounds like a big number many times is because you're taking a snapshot in time of today and how it's going to affect you 10 years down the line. Because when you're involved in an auto accident or any type of injury or a slip and fall or something to that effect, that injury is going to last forever, depending on the injury. If you have herniations, if you have bulging disc, if you have a traumatic brain injury, whatever the case is, that instance, that occurrence that happened to you now, it's going to affect you 10, 20, 30 years down the line, and it's going to create arthritis, it's going to create a lot of other issues. So we take a snapshot in time of where you're at in that particular place in your life, and we fast forward it 10 years down the line. And then that's how we come up with a number for future medical, future pain and suffering, how it's affected your life, and a lot of other factors. But is every injury worth $1 million? Of course not. Is every injury worth $100,000? Of course not. Everybody's different. Everybody feels a little bit different. Everybody heals differently, and not all injuries are created equally. So a lot of people, they have the assumption that no matter what they get, they're going to get policy limits of the insurance companies. That's not true, because if the policy limit is $1 million or $5 million and you sprained your ankle, that's not fair to the insurance company that you're getting $5 million for a sprained ankle. Just an example. But now if the injury is substantial, paraplegic or something to that effect, and the policy is $1 million, and then of course that injury, because it's going to affect your life and the life of everybody else forever, is worth substantially more. I hope this makes sense. If you have any questions on this, we'll be more than happy to value a claim for you and at least have a good general idea of what the injuries are. Even though it's very difficult to tell without having any facts, we can still talk through this. If you want a free case evaluation, feel free to give us a call, 813-421-3411, or we can attach the link that you can fill out a form below.